Good afternoon, everybody. Corian and Uncle Doug here at the
Hello.
warehouse in Galena. Hi, Jean and Judy, Peggy and Cookie. It's good to see you guys jump in. So right before the live started, when the countdown was happening, I asked, what is your favorite piece of jewelry for the live today? A lot of people said the earrings on the countdown, one of the shell earrings. And then I think Judy said the cross necklace. Jean's back from Spain. She said it was amazing. I bet it was amazing. I bet that was a much deserved and much needed vacation too. Candy's in here. Looks like everybody is showing up. So what you see on screen is our sold out earring kit. It sold out in like half an hour. So sorry, you guys, if you missed out on that little listing that we threw out there right away. I can't make any more, unfortunately, because I'm very limited on these specifically. But if you got them, you're lucky. Peggy's really lucky. I think she got a couple or a few. She's so fun. I love her. And yes, she is. Okay, I was like, she better be in here. She was one of the first people to comment. So this was the fun, cute little kit. So I just wanted to show you right away. For the people that did end up getting it, they're so cute. You have this Swarovski crystal. It's a teardrop shape, but it's got two holes, so it's a connector. And the crystal goes right onto the ear wire. The larger of the two jump rings connects the bottom of the crystal to the starfish, and then the chain all the way down into the bottom. And then you get a head pin with this kit, as well as that's the tiny jump ring, the smaller one that I was talking about that goes into the bottom bead. So it was very limited, and it already sold out. So unfortunately, I can't make any more of these, but I thought they were absolutely stunning, and I had to I'm trying to do at least one finished jewelry kit a week to kind of spice things up a little bit. So don't forget the earring kits or the necklace kits, so on and so forth. They come with everything that you need to make them. See how cute these are? Look at how dangly. They're the perfect length. I love it. So cute. So I'm going to slide that up here for a moment while I take a view at these comments. Lynn's here for a little bit. Debbie missed the kit. Stinks. Darn it. You'll have to grab one of the next ones. Oh, Peggy, you're so sweet. I'm going to pop up your comment. You are adorable. So last weekend, Ian and I attended a wedding, and everyone's like, oh, I can't believe you're going to be in a dress and all this other stuff. So I told Ian, I said, we don't normally take pictures very often. So I said, it's extremely important that we get pictures during that weekend so I can send all the ladies proof that sometimes, on very rare occasions, I do wear dresses. So I really appreciate that comment, Peggy. You're so sweet. Makes me feel a little bit better for when I do dress up. But I was telling Ian, it kind of makes it a little bit more special because I don't really dress up very often. I'm more of that tomboy kind of feel. So when I dress up, then it's a really special occasion, and we just make the most out of it. It just makes it that much more special if you dress up once in a while versus dressing up every day, because then people are like, whoa, you look great, or you're so dressed up. So that's always super, super fun. It was a beautiful wedding. It was well put together. It was a little humid and a little warm, but we were expecting that. And they're so lucky because they got a 2-day break. So it was rain the whole week before, and then Friday and Saturday, the days that we were doing the wedding party and then the wedding, no rain, and then Sunday through, the rest of the week there was more rain again. Ooh, where's Debbie going? Monica's in here. So good to see everybody. Okay. I know. Ian did look handsome. He looked so handsome. He was one of the groomsmen. I was like, ha ha ha. Now we're both dressed up. He got his hair cut right before then, got his beard all shaped nice. He's one of the few people that could grow a beard. So I was like, that's my man. Nobody touched my man. All right. Yes, so I posted the picture in DIY Vintage, the Facebook group, so you can view it there, I think. Or no, I posted it in the Messenger group for DIY Vintage. So if you go to your Facebook Messenger, I'm sure you'll find it. But I might have to put it on my Jewelry by Corian page because I was wearing the jewelry that I wore, or that I had made the Friday before. And you guys remember that really pretty blue and purpley leaf and the earrings? I got so many compliments on my jewelry. I'm not even kidding you. I had people asking, like, what's your Etsy? What's your Instagram? What's your Facebook? I had a couple little girls come up to me asking if I could make them some jewelry, too. So if you don't have that leaf pack already that I offered last week, and you just need to get it. The leaf pack and the bezel pack, so you can put your little rivolis in there, and it just, oh my gosh.
Did you post your pics in your Jewelry by Corian?
I didn't post them on there.
Oh, you shared them into the DIY?
Yeah, it was like the Facebook message group. But I'll get you guys. I'll show them. Oh, it's my new profile picture on my personal Facebook page if you guys want to go and visit that. Because you can probably, it's my profile picture, so it'd be really easy to see. Yes, so many compliments on the jewelry, so you guys need to make those because I'm sure they would sell immediately. Okay. Corian got legs. Thanks.
She got legs.
You guys are so fun. And I got so many pictures so many compliments on my shoes, too. There was while I'm talking, I'm going to kind of move this stuff off. While I was waiting in the hotel lobby, there were over 90 travel baseball teams in Bettendorf and Davenport at the time, so all of the hotels were pretty booked up. Thankfully, we booked ours right away. But there was a few baseball moms and dads that were, like, saying, like, oh, you want to come to the baseball games with us? Like, you look so good. Are you single? Complimenting my shoes and my dress. It makes you feel good, but at the same time, I was like, that's a little weird to ask me to come hang out with you.
Especially since their kids are only like 10 years old.
They're like 16, but yeah, no, that's not. I'm not a cougar. It's so funny, you guys. I refused to date anybody that was younger than me, and thankfully, Ian is a month older than me. Otherwise, I would have said no.
That's a rule made to be broken.
I'm very, but like rules are good because then you're picky and it's just another thing to kind of like pass by on somebody.
But you don't have to worry about that anymore.
Nope.
Right?
Right. Ian and I have almost been together for 5 years. I've made 6 pairs of earrings using heart blanks and painted them all different colors. I've sold them all. Wow. Ooh, are you talking about like that patterned heart blank? Cute. Okay, so first up,
do you want to show just a preview real quick?
Yeah.
Let's show this. What's going to be the giveaway today?
Okay, so both the giveaways were claimed last week, so we are going to show the big giveaway for the end of the Facebook Live. How beautiful is that? Get a nice like full view here. Hi, Joanne. My guy is 4 years younger, but looks 10 years older. 20 years younger? Jeez, Cookie. You're living it up, girl.
Robbing the cradle.
So fun. I have nothing against, age differences like that. I just think it's funny that was one of my particular things, is you had to be older than me.
So how do we win this, possibly?
So you're going to win by Love Reacting there with the bottom directions. I'm going to pop that up again, that heart reaction button. This will happen at the end of the live, and we will take all of the names that Love reacted to the Facebook Live here, and we'll put them into a spinning wheel, and then whoever wins has until Monday morning to make a purchase on the Warehouse Live shop. And then we will send this with your order.
That's a really nice.
This one's really, really stinking
That's a really
pretty.
nice collection there.
This is very springy. There's a bunch of flowers and frames, some stars, some beads.
Yeah, a lot of stuff that you can antique too. I'm looking at this.
So that's a really good sized offering, and it's just stunning.
You've got a locket there.
Yeah, there's a locket, a really big setting. This is a massive wrapping filigree. I'll just put it in my hand for perspective. That's crazy. Okay, so that's our giveaway. Oh, I do need to show these, though. These are super cute. These are pre-made earrings with, like, a little, like, feathery... I'm pretty sure that's, like, one of those grass seed tops or something. Super cute, though. So, lots of unique items. Hi, Kimmy and Carmen, Cindy. Looks like Christine's in here. Lovely. Okay, so I think we can get rocking and rolling because you guys are just so sweet all the time. I just had to take a minute to talk about the wedding last week. Oh, little sister. She came back. No broken bones, thankfully.
Oh, good.
Thankfully, but so my little sister was jumping dirt bikes last night, and I'm pausing here because I hate it when the connection does this. So hopefully that goes up while I find the listing. Right? Yeah, I haven't changed it. So we'll just take a minute while this gets back into business. Maybe we need to change like the live time.
Or is this one? Is this broadcasting?
No, this one's broadcasting. Okay. Yeah, this is just used for a charger.
Okay.
Ooh, fun, Carrie. 10-year work anniversary. Ooh, David Yurman bracelet. That's pretty neat. Maybe like I move my hand, see if it helps the connection a little bit.
My husband used to write. Now he writes articles. That's good.
Still being finicky. Okay.
Not too
Hopefully,
bad. Yeah, it's coming back.
That's a little bit better. Okay, so we have offered this bar pack before, but you guys know that I like making a lot of different designs with using the same product, so that way you guys can filter through the items that you're getting. But this one was super easy and super fun. So you just take one of these bars. This is a solid brass bar pack. There we go. It's got that little hole up there, and then it comes down to the end. It's about the size of my finger. Just a little bit, maybe like my pinky finger. Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good sizing. So for this one, you're going to take your round nose pliers, and I like to crimp it right here, right over the hole, because what's going to happen is it's going to break the hole off when you twist it. So that's what I do first. You guys see that? There it goes. It like fell that way. So then you're left with this. And then you're going to grab the point that was right below the hole. And you want to make your loop big enough to where your chain can slide through. So I'm probably about there on my pliers. And I'm, holding tight with my fingers and hand here. And I'm just going to bend this around the round part. So I get a really nice loop. And pull this off so you guys can see. So there's my loop. because you took the hole off, and then this is usually what I gauge as being my longest section. And I go through and I loop all of these first. So depending on how many you want, you're going to do that many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I have 11 on the necklace that I did. And then I slide all of these onto some chain. So I'll take this chain, actually, so I can show ya. There we go. Slide it onto some chain like this, and then you're going to do that with all of them. And then I lay it down and gauge where I want to make my cuts. So this one I'm going to use as my centerpiece, right? And then I lay these ones after I loop them. And then I went up like 2 zigzag things, and then I made my chop. So it tiers going up, and it goes down in size as you go out. So it's just a simple loop, thread onto your chain, and then cut so it tiers up the sides on either side of that longest centerpiece. Oh, hi, hey, beautiful. I think that one's like a spammy one.
I know.
Okay, so that's all you have to do for that one. So that's really easy. And these stinking, whatchamacallits, these waved bars are just phenomenal. They're one of my more favorite vintage pieces. I like to offer at least one of my favorite vintage pieces in each week's designs. And I actually thought, hi Chris, I thought I had my other one. Hold on a second. Here. Okay, so I know last time I couldn't find these, but these are the Northern Light earrings that I was talking about earlier that use the same waved bar, which I do need to get these photographed and put up there. But I think these are already on the warehouse site. And then I painted a waved bar with iridescence, kind of like the Northern Lights, as it would flip-flop between the purple iridescent, I think it's iridescent green. And then I attached these cute little drops there that were also that iridescent color. So, you can also make these with the waved bars. So if you don't have them already, you're going to want to get them. But I do need to photograph those earrings and get those up in that listing as well. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you, thank you. Okay, so let's move on. This one's done. I think this is the only item that I used with the waved bars. So I'm going to pull this off screen. And we'll move into probably our cross and hope necklace. Me too, Lynn. I love them. There we go. Nice. This one's very flattering and very summery feel, especially if you're religious. So I'm going to take these cross pack, or this cross pack that I have offered before. There we go. You get gold or silver crosses. So when you order, you can order straight from the comments, or you can go to vintageliveshop.com down there in the bottom corner to view the listings, or you can type cart 101 in the comments, send that, and then it'll prompt your Facebook Messenger app to create a cart for you, and you can choose your colors, your quantity, so on and so forth, straight from your Facebook Messenger app. So there's a bunch of easy ways to be able to get these items in your cart, and it's free shipping on everything. Don't forget. So keep that in mind. And then I'm going to grab these hope circles too. I think Jean made these hope circles. They're super cute. I love them. You get 20 pieces for $20. Grab a little hope here. Come up here. So these are pewter based, plated in 10K gold. It's our little hope circle. Super tiny. Put it on my finger to gauge some size there. And then it does come with a JR45 plated in 10K gold on each of those, as well as that cross that I had showed just a little bit earlier. Very, very, very pretty. There we go. I used CH115-340. That I believe is available on the chain spool section of vintageliveshop.com in the case that you really like this chain. This chain is very flattering. It's actually the same chain that I used to make Ian a necklace. So it's a very good quote unquote manly chain. It's a unisex chain is what I should say. So it's really great for both female and male, and it is all plated 10K gold in this version. But I really like it a lot. And you don't even have to, all you have to do is open and close those jump rings and just attach them to the links. I did switch out the jump rings though. I grabbed some jump rings from the tiny jump ring pack. So you can reuse your JR45s or you can use them just to open and then attach to some chain. But they are, I'm going to try and get this on my hand here. They are spaced out pretty evenly, so it lays super nice on your neck. And I did more of a choker version because we are in summertime. It's worn in The Sopranos. I don't think I've ever watched that.
Yeah, Italian mafia type of show.
I think Ian has watched it. But also, it's super easy, just opening and closing some jump rings and attaching to chain. It's super easy, but it's very cute.
The cross looks to be about 10 millimeters.
What's the measure on the cross?
Maybe.
So I have all of the measurements in the live
20.
shop.
Yeah.
They're 20.5 by 10 millimeter crosses. And then those hope circles, those are 7.75 millimeters. I hope that helps, Carrie. But super cute, very easy to do. So I'm going to pull these off screen. I'm going to move along pretty quickly so I can get to the more difficult parts of the demo, because I know that's what you guys are just
dying.
I was going to say dying to see, but trying to find a better term to use while I was
clamoring.
Yeah. Okay, let's do probably this one next, because I know I don't have a lot of these shell things anymore. I think we're running pretty low on these, so it looks like there's only 3 of these shells left. So I'm going to pop that up. It's our disc pack, 4 pieces for $20. So this pewter piece, this is solid pewter, it's not plated, but it's a beautiful shell shape. I have to be careful when I say that. Shell shape. But it's very pretty. And I grabbed some of this inspo from Jess, actually. I used a little bit of a different way of wrapping it, but kind of the same inspo that she was working with her line. Let me bring these out here. I'll bring out 3 because they're pretty big. And then give you a close-up. Oh, no problem, Carrie. You guys can ask all the questions you want. So I only have 3 of these left, 3 packs of these. But it's got that center hole for a rivet. This is the back, nice and smooth. These are wonderful. So grab them while you can because I have marked them out of stock on wholesale and retail sites because I had less than 10 packs available. So you can only get them here, and then they will be sold out and probably not coming back for a little bit. So you're going to want to grab these ones for sure. All right. For the wrapping of the rivoli, we use this filigree flower pack, 16 pieces for $20. This is our precious lace filigree. Super cute. Just another way of wrapping rivolis. I have wrapped rivolis with this item before, and I did put those inspo pictures in the listing for you guys to view. Remember, it's actually very important to remember that natural metals age differently, so keep in mind that some are going to be lighter and some are going to be darker. But that's the beautiful thing about natural made jewelry. These are very pretty. Let me see if I can get a nice close up. Here we go. Beautiful. Oh yeah. Lots of screenshots, I'm sure. I'm also working on getting together those new paint sheets that you guys can view, like the item numbers and the sets and things like that, because we are making a few changes to the patina effect sets. Those will now be antique paints, so we are working on that, and I'm reworking the item numbers and things on there. And then I was talking to Lisa a little bit about making a sheet that says this is like antique, and then this is the paint version, this is the stain version, blah, 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 so on and so forth. So just keep in mind that stuff will be rolling in, but just look out for it and be excited for it, because I'm excited. All right, let me grab a rivoli here so I can show you ladies how this is done. Maybe we'll do this. We'll do a different blue. We'll do a little bit of a darker blue this time. Pretty, pretty. I believe I used an eyelet for this one. Let me see if I have one in the pack here. Might need Kieran to grab one. Hey, Kieran, you in your office? Can you grab me an eyelet? The brown one.
Where?
Your office. It's on the shelf, I believe. So while he grabs that, because I do need an eyelet for this one, we're going to go through, and we need a dapping block set, because we do need to dap these. Perfect! Thank you. Yeah, that's wonderful. You want to come say hi quick? He's
Nope.
like, nope, I'm leaving. Nope.
See ya.
Yeah. Corian, and you talk about the antique paints. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. It's the same formula. It just makes it a little bit easier. Do I just add things to a cart and then check out when you're done? You can check out anytime, Christine. So I do recommend checking out probably a few times in the case that there's some very low quantity items. Just because if somebody else checks out before you, then you might not be able to get it. So what I'm trying to say is that if it's in your cart, it's not held for you until you check out. If that makes sense. So you are going to want to check
Carrie
out.
asking about the same formula. Same as what are we talking about?
The patina effect sets.
They're also antique, you're saying?
All the patina effect sets are switching to antique instead
yes.
of paints and stains.
Yep. Okay, just want to make sure we're clear.
Yes.
Yep.
All right. So I'm actually going to use my other dapping set for this one. instead of the other one because I needed a specific hole size that I didn't have for this, and I needed my larger one. This one. So I put the flower, so the front side faces down. And I'm coming in with my DAP. Make sure it stays in the center there. I do like this metal one. The wood one's nice because my metal pieces don't slide around as much.
We don't sell the rivolis, do we?
We sell them in crystal packs on the warehouse. But
not individual like that.
No. Nope.
So if you want rivolis, look for our crystal packs, and you might find something that you like there.
Yeah, Swarovski is actually getting super, super hard to find loose components now because they stopped doing that. A little bit more. Also don't have my dapping block underneath this, or my damping
block.
Yes. Okay. I might have a couple Rivoli specific packs, but so now that my flower's done. That looks nice in there. And then I need to grab my bench block here.
No, there's a new formulation for the antiques. It's a different formulation than the paints or the stains, but it uses the same hue. So all the tints are the same.
The metallics did not change in the antique line.
Yeah.
So the metallics are the same?
Just to confuse you even more. Most of them changed, but some
metallic
remained.
Just changed branding, and if it's not metallic, then the formula did
also
change.
Changed.
Okay. Seems like a lot. Putting my eyelet through, as well as my precious lace. Looking good. Going to grab my little hammer. Use this rounded side. Let's see if we can get a good view here. Ta-chow. Okay. That should work. So I hold my pieces down nice and flat. Just be careful you don't get your fingers. I'm going to tap this eyelet until it's flat against my precious lace and my shell. I'm actually going to scoot my chair back here so I can see it better. I'm trying to avoid kinking my neck, so I'm less likely to get a headache. I mean, that probably looked... Oh, I look goofy as heck.
I should get you one of those massages around your neck, though.
Oh, it's alright.
We're doing it live.
I'll make... No, because then it's my excuse.
You can hide it behind your hair.
It's my excuse for making Ian rub my neck when I get home.
Okay.
I had a 3-hour live, Ian. My neck hurts.
And I had to sit next to Uncle Doug the whole time.
I need you to rub me. He's a good sport. He's pretty good about rubbing my neck or rubbing my feet. Or
we don't carry that one.
No, that Dapper is not in. So is the antique line like the stains. It is like the stains, but it's formulated for metal. So the stains are better used on wood. The antiques are formulated to be on like everything. Stains are hard to use on metal. Like if you're not used to doing it, they're hard to use. So the antiques, it's a one-step formula that changes your metals and woods and acrylic, leather, all of that. We're going to have to do like a very in-depth video to like go through all that stuff. Okay, we are riveted down nice and neat. That's the back. That's the front. I'll pull this steel bench block off the side. And then grab your chain nose pliers that have the flat heads there.
I don't think we'll be phasing out the paints and stains. There's a place for all of it. We have different market segments that use the stains.
Yeah.
Anything in wood models, wood.
So there might be specific colors that we may phase out, but
possibly.
Stains, paints, and the antique line are all stained.
Yeah, we'll keep them.
Yeah. Just because the paints are very opaque, the stains are perfect for wood, and they're way less opaque. And then that one-step antique is kind of the perfect median between the two. If that makes sense. Ha ha ha. All right. So grab the tip of your flower, pull forward, because you need to secure your rivoli. And I don't recommend doing this before you rivet because you might hammer these back down anyway. So just wait until after you rivet to pull your flower petals up. Go all the way around. This technique can also be done with the F20s. So you don't need to use the precious lace this way. It's just a different way. It kind of made this look more like a sea urchin. Very sea vibe, or very winter vibed with the other design that I did. So there's a time and place to use particular products for particular things. This is just another way to wrap those 12 millimeter rivolis, is by using this precious lace filigree. And that's also super beautiful. I think you guys have seen me do it before, but I wrapped a rivoli this way. Oh, I did do it. I remember which one I did it with, but that way the blue was kind of coming through the filigree. It's very beautiful way to wrap those. But like I said, there's several different ways that you can do all of it. And don't forget to, kind of hold your thumb there in the center so you don't pull it out of your rivet that you had just spent or would spend all that time on doing. So just make sure that you're holding it nice and secure. This one might be a little harder for me to grab, so I'm going to take my bead awl, kind of stick it down below and give it just a slight bend up so then I can grab my plier in there. And that's looking pretty good. So to give you a side view there, now our petals are up. Also shop. Yes, you can shop there. Awesome. Karen used her Colorful Soul paints on her mailbox.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool.
Sweet.
Take a picture. Put it on the DIY.
Yeah.
That'd be fun to see.
I was actually thinking about painting my front door with, once we're like more into the 2-ounce sizes and things, I was thinking about, because my front door's red against a blue house. I'm not a big fan of that. So I kind of wanted, but I think since I'm in town, I have to ask the city to like approve my front door color. They have to approve like your house color, the front door color. If you change anything on the outside like that, so strange. It's kind of like one of those HOA things, but it's not. It's kind of just done by the city.
You're in a historic district, maybe. Are you in Grandview? Yeah.
North Grandview, though. South Grandview is the historic side.
Oh.
Yeah, it's strange. All right. Now, to come in, and we are going to fold our petals over our rivoli. But I do think I actually need to pull these up just a little bit more so I can grab them in nice. And you want to do a really nice deep dap because you are going to flatten some of your dap when you end up hammering it. Just going to pull up that corner. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different perks too. I just saw briefly Judy's comment there. So you can get perks if you have the Backstage Pass subscription. I was thinking about it this week, and I haven't brought it up to Uncle Doug yet.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be cool, or I should bring it up to Jean too, probably a little bit later when we have our meeting today. But I was thinking about offering a referral code. So if you refer one of your friends and they make their first purchase on the warehouse site, let's say you get like a 10 or 20% off coupon. And then they also get one after they place their first order, type of thing.
Like friends and family type of thing, yeah.
Yeah, like if you're referring somebody and then they put your name in the note saying so-and-so referred me, then you'll get a credit for the referral.
I mean, conceptually it sounds good. We just have to see how we can build it in.
It's just an idea right now, but
good.
Just something to think about. Would that be something you guys would be interested in doing potentially? If you were to refer one of your friends, that you go to markets with, or another business that wants to start buying from us.
Yeah, but if a friend referral purchases, maybe the individual just has to put that in the comments who referred them.
Yeah.
If they put in who the comments referred them, then maybe we can have Krista, customer care, go in and add a what do you call it, like a gift card type of situation.
Right. It
Something
would be a
like
credit.
That. Yeah, it would just be built in. Yeah, that could work. Also, I know Jean's probably moderating here.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, you guys." No, but
it's just like
it sounds like
fun
something we could do. Yeah, I like that.
To get things moving.
Yeah, grow the community. It's a good way to do it too.
Yeah, because I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've definitely noticed. So my generation isn't. Sorry, I was off screen a little bit. My generation isn't very keen on DIY for jewelry specifically. They like buying finished jewelry. So I'm just trying to find more ways to get ladies and girls, more my age, into jewelry making and things like that, because I see more middle-aged women doing it than I see, younger girls.
How about the higher or the younger the age of the person who's referred and makes a purchase, the higher the discount.
Yeah, right.
that the referring person gets.
Yeah, if she's like 20,
if she's like 20,
you get like 20% off.
Right, if they're
that'd be fun.
If they're under 20, they get double points or something like that.
Yeah.
No, that's one thing that really is, in some ways, sad, is that we don't have tons of younger people involved.
Right.
Because there used to be so much more interaction between mothers and daughters in this industry. When we used to do trade shows, all the time, mothers and daughters were coming up and doing our demos, our make and takes and all that.
Yeah.
And then, at the end, after social media kind of came on the scene, it seemed like they were too busy, too busy to spend time with their moms doing it. It just seemed like that. It's pretty sad, though. The numbers significantly dropped.
Yeah. So just thinking about, because I know sometimes there's a lot of people or places that do things like, if you put in code Tony 2025 or whatever, you get 15% off your first purchase at this place or whatever. Like, they have specific named discount codes and things. By the way, I'm going through and I'm squishing these in to the rivoli closer just by using my pliers on either side. So it's getting a good, secure and more rounded look to it. And then I'll kind of press down the tops back onto the rivoli. It is sad. It definitely is. So that's a blue.
Yeah, that's good, Jean. I'm glad that there's a connection there.
Yeah, so I was thinking about doing that, like the referral code.
Yeah,
or
see, now
something.
my granddaughter, she loves to make jewelry. Yeah, Jada, she loves to make jewelry with her mom.
Yeah.
So maybe it's a skip generation thing.
Yes, Peggy. That's what I'm talking about.
Yep. My granddaughter loves it. She gets some special discounts here. But she really does have fun whenever she comes to visit, you know, we bring her around, she picks out some stones or a chain segment or something and makes something pretty.
Yeah. All right, so there's our sea urchin.
Oh, 15 and 17 is perfect design for Christine. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good age.
Yeah, so just keep us flowing with some good ideas.
Good news, Lynn Lober.
All right, I'm going to flip this back to that other disc pack. Once more, that larger one. Let's see how many we have left. Oh, it's sold out, so we better move on. Okay, so that was the demo for this one. And then I use this really, really pretty chain. This is like one of those thicker curb chains. Larger looped. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Awesome sauce. And don't forget, okay, another thing I was going to say. We should probably do a giveaway after this, too.
Oh, man, we're late on that, aren't we?
Yeah. So we're going to do a giveaway after this, so get ready for that question. Dang it. Dang it, I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say it, and then I was like, oh my gosh, we should do a giveaway.
Well, let's go to the giveaway.
So we don't forget about the giveaway.
Yeah,
and
your
then
mind will come back to it. Let's
the heck?
Come on, let's go on to
I hate when that happens. Oh, haha, I remember now.
All right.
Okay.
All right.
So instead of the $200 threshold, since I'm getting pretty packed up on some of these design things, so the threshold for getting something free in your order is going to be $100. So
oh, you mean you have a lot of demo pieces around?
Yeah, so if you spend $100 on your order, you're going to be getting one of the demo pieces or something that has been made during the lives, because I do need to...
And not necessarily this live, could be a previous live.
Right, exactly. So just some finished like pendants or maybe an earring, so on and so forth. So if you spend $100, then that's the new threshold instead of $200.
That's pretty generous.
Because I know there's a bit more ladies that at least spend $100. And I'm like, I need to give them something. So, every $100 is going to be a little free gift thing.
Oh, here's
because we're nothing but generous.
How did this happen? What is this?
That's me.
That's you. You did this?
That's me chatting to myself on Teams. What are you looking for?
Is this it? Where's our live?
Right here. That's Teams.
Oh, this is. Oh, never mind. Okay.
So minimize Teams.
You got this black.
Keep that there.
You got everything black, so it looks like it's the same app. I know.
I'm one of those.
You have a black background.
I'm one of those dark. Those dark viewed.
Oh, I couldn't see where the edge of the window was even.
So my Snapchat is all dark. My Instagram, my Facebook, my phone, everything is on that dark mode.
Okay, here, show this.
Okay, hold on.
Show this giveaway.
Let's do this here. Okay, so
show this giveaway and then I'll put the question. Now these are really easy today, so you're gonna have to be quick. You have to get your typers ready to type.
I'm just gonna...
Because pour it out there. That's a really nice one too.
Yeah.
So this is a quick giveaway, and be ready to respond quickly on these. Okay, I'm doing it in 3, 2, 1. Here comes the question.
I only view on dark mode, so that's funny that you say that, Vintage. There we go.
It usually takes us about, 15, 20 seconds to get an answer?
Yeah. What is the word used for the fractional measure of, does that say purity?
Purity for gold, yeah.
Purity for gold alloys. As adopted by U.S. federal law, this is measured in parts fine per 24 parts whole. Jeez.
This makes it pretty easy, doesn't it?
Troy ounce, Monica says.
Nope. Nice try. Let's see.
Of course, Blenda.
Yeah.
Judy?
Judy, yeah.
Judy! She won the giveaway.
We'll let it go. Alex Trebek says we'll let the spelling go. But yes.
Yeah.
Carrot.
Carrot. And remember, you can only win once alive. So, this is Judy's winning little lot thing that she gets. Super cute. And then we have some chain packs, some jump ring packs, some blank samplers, just some fun things for you guys to experiment with your antique paint line and stuff like that. I am loving that. Loving it.
And Karat is the correct spelling on it. We saw a few different versions out there.
All right. You want to write Judy's name on that? So fun. We love little giveaways like that. Okie dokie. I need to make sure I get your comment off again. Monica, I'm a little under the weather this morning.
Slow.
Funny. Okay.
Slow going.
What is next? We'll probably do the bracelet next just because I know the sea urchin disc is also on its way to selling out here. So let's take a peek. There's only 7 packs of this left. This has also been taking off of retail and wholesale because we are probably going to sell out over the weekend. So, disc pack. This is also solid pewter. Big fan. 5 pieces for $20. This is perfect for the theme. Front and back. So you could use this both ways. I think it looks great both ways. Thank you, Christine. It's got that center hole for a rivet. I also used this, I made using some inspiration from Jess as well. We have this cute little turtle. Oh, I remember what I was also going to do. Dang it. Do I have a super... Where's my itty bitty flat back? Okay, I wanted to photograph it like this. Hold on, Peggy. Hold on. Oh, it's so funny.
She's always got something up her sleeve, doesn't she?
Uh-huh.
Come on.
I just need one of them. But I grabbed 2. So speaking of the turtle.
Turtle.
Being squished.
Turtle. You killed the turtle.
Oops. Oopsie. So I wanted to photograph it like this. I love turtles, Monica. I used to have a snapping turtle. I saved it a long time ago when I was super little. I'll tell you the story in a minute. I wanted to photograph it like this so you guys could see the rivet there and it would be easy to see there. But you take one of these little flatbacks from your... Oh! Good thing I grabbed 2 because I just dropped that one and I probably wouldn't find it. I would glue my flatback over top of the rivet there. And bring it a little more center.
Poor little turtle.
Like that. Oh, Jane. Jeez.
But now look, it's all gemmed up.
Yeah,
Blinged.
so I would put like a little flat back over the rivet part.
Yeah.
So I wanted to photograph it so you guys knew it was riveted, but then I had the idea of gluing a little flat back there, which I think my Loctite's in my office.
Would that be called turtle
bling? I'll
bling?
need to do that right now.
Turtle bling?
Turtle bling? Yeah. It's super easy to rivet, you guys. But you can glue them too. That's not a big deal. Or resin. Resin. You can't forget about resin.
Who's the turtle person? Because my grandson's always trying to say, Grandpa, what's the shell called and what's the bottom shell called? One's the carapace and one's the...
Yeah, he's so...
One side of it's the carapace. That's what I remember.
He is so intelligent.
But the underside has some other name and I can't remember it.
So yeah,
I'm sure the collector out, Monica, knows what this is. Fill this with resin. Like, dap your turtle or just put your turtle in there and then fill this with resin. He spins just a little bit. But that would be super cute to put resin in there if you can't rivet. Finding solutions. Yep. We love it. All right, let's bring these turtles on next. If you fill it with resin, it'd be like it's swimming.
Yeah, or you could like paint this like blue and then have the turtle on, or paint it green or something. Just like he's over in the Galapagos. Yes, such a good idea. Okay, Turtle Pack is coming up next. My absolute favorite is Turtle Beach when we go to Hawaii. Wow. Ooh. Okay, so speaking of turtles, since I have this turtle out now, this is natural brass. Super cute. I'm going to tell you guys a little story about saving a turtle. So, Is it on the road driving? Well, I've saved lots of turtles that way, but this turtle was very special to me. So, I was on my way home from school, and we get off the school bus, and it was at our blackjack house. And we had this little creek that ran under the driveway. So, we had like a bridge, and then we had the creek. And then in the creek, there was like this tiny pond, right? And it was frozen over. And you know what I see in the frozen over pond at the very top, but like just underneath the ice, was a baby snapping turtle. And I'm like, what the heck? So I'm breaking the ice and I get the ice out. Here's the back part of it. And I hold the snapping turtle like this on my palm. It probably, I'm not even kidding you guys, it was actually probably the size of this disc. It was like a baby snapping turtle. I broke the ice. I had him on my hand like this in the sun. And then he like reaches his neck out like he's gasping for air. And I was like, I have to save it. So we put him in a fish tank and fed him freshwater shrimp from the creek and a bunch of other stuff. He grew nice and big, and then we let him go in the spring. So I think it was like one of the first icing overs that had happened. And then we raised him and then let him back go. And we did it with live food. So he would be acting as if he was hunting instead of, just being fed like dead food. So that's my little turtle story. Anyway, I have saved lots of turtles on the road, so I'm not afraid of scooping one of those stinkers up or a snake or anything like that. Just keep those dang stink bugs away from me, and we'll be okay. All right. So this jump ring up here is happy he didn't eat you. Yeah, right? Goodness, that would be crazy. You have to be careful with snapping turtles, and don't ever grab them by the back legs because they can still reach you and get you. That's like, you've just invested because, in the future it's going to pay dividends. Remember the whole lion and the thorn in the paw story, Yeah. See, all this good karma, I don't even know. Never have bad karma. I should always have good karma because I'm an animal saver. I can't even tell you how many freaking animals I have saved. Okay. Back to business. This jump ring is in the specialty jump ring pack that we have offered before. I don't have that in Carter right now, but it is on the vintagelifeshop.com. So if you just type in jump ring pack or specialty jump ring pack, it will pop up for you. So let's get into creating this. I was saying maybe we could do it with resin, but I want to make sure. You guys already know how to resin that up, so I'm gonna rivet it for ya. Okay. I'm gonna kill the turtle, you guys.
Oh no.
Here we go.
Peggy! Let Peggy do it. That way you won't be held responsible.
Poor Peggy. Yeah, for killing 2 turtles.
You only have one on your
We're
hands.
gonna pierce him.
Going right through the carapace and down through the plastron.
Oh my goodness. So bad. Should I do this off screen?
Yeah. Did we get noise?
My poor turtle. I did it off screen so you guys didn't see me murder this turtle.
Gee, no.
Oh my
That's
goodness.
Funny.
Sorry.
This is a fun group, isn't it?
Sorry, not sorry. It had to be done.
Someone had to do it.
Someone.
And we didn't have Peggy on camera.
Jeez, okay, now my turtle has a massive hole through the center of him.
It's just a way to feed it jewels.
Yeah.
You're going to feed it jewels now.
Oh, I also forgot my washers. Of course. You need a washer pack for this. Good thing they're right over here. I'm pretty sure I have
Man, I
washers.
should do giveaway while she's gone over there again.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure I have washers on the live shop, actually. But there's 2 different washers.
You got your washers?
I think I have them on the live shop. If not, you can find them on Vintage retail or wholesale. But this hole in the sea urchin is a little bit larger. So you're going to want a washer. And I have 2 here. 2 different kinds. I used the floral one, which this is also ridiculously pretty as just a bracelet. So it could, let's just say this is a double-sided bracelet. So you can wear it one way or the other way, because I think both of those are beautiful. Hi, Barbara from Oregon. We are making a turtle bracelet.
Thanks for joining in, Barbara.
Yeah.
Feel free to comment as silly or as appropriate as you want. Let us know what you think about the techniques. Share some of your thoughts, ideas.
Yes.
Don't be shy. Most in here are not.
Nope. Definitely not shy myself. So, I can shoot the turtle for you, Carrie. No worries. Thanks. I don't know. I mean, their shells are pretty dang tough, to be honest.
The carapace.
It's a dang shell. I will only refer to it.
No, I'm going to have you saying carapace and plastron pretty soon.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, Kel.
If Kellen calls it that, he makes me call it that now.
That's so funny.
I just had to remember.
All right, I'm putting my washer on the rivet. I'll actually bring that up for you guys so you guys can see. Washer, rivet.
Oh.
Not shy one bit. Same.
Wow, interesting. Okay, Peggy. That's some trivia I never would have guessed.
Oh, that's really cool, Peggy.
Never would have guessed that.
That's really, really cool. Good. I love that you guys aren't shy. Oh, she goes, I came right in when the turtle got its body piercing. Oh,
no!
Perfect timing.
She was going to report you to Greenpeace.
Oh, my goodness. This is not good. It's fine.
Corian gets busted by Greenpeace.
Alright, I need to dap this turtle just a little bit so he's going to get hammered, too. Oh, my. Oopsie. But this time, I snip his loop off. So I'm going to do that before I dap.
That sounds worse than the dapping.
But it's not part of him.
It's just how we lead him around by the nose.
Yep.
Okay.
We're getting rid of his nose piercing. His nose hoop. Okay. So now he doesn't have a loop. Now he's just a normal turtle. And you can go through and, file that. Whatever you need to do to make it sure that your edges aren't sharp after cutting, because that will happen.
So Barbara and anybody else new, all the things that are being demonstrated here are available for purchase on the Vintage Live shop as well as on the Vintage Retail store.
Mm-hmm.
You can find the tools, the items, etc., and just kind of look back through the comments. You can see how people are ordering.
Yeah. Can you use an eyelet setter? Yeah.
I imagine you could.
Yeah, you can. Getting hammered this early in the day? I know! This turtle is being naughty. You should all wear high school's...
Yeah, hear what my high school... yeah, no doubt.
Sure.
It has to be just crazy now.
Okay. I'm actually going to move this up just a little bit.
Ow, 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 ow.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I think it's really dead now. Okay. We got this little...
No, you're going to give it life with that jewel.
Yep. So my turtle is now... has some broken legs going up. The hole in the middle. But with these legs, I do pull them down a little bit. And come back in here. So I'm just going to just a tiny bit bend them back down so they don't look obnoxious.
It's a party turtle.
Mm-hmm. Like that. And then depending, I might have to make my hole in my turtle a little bit bigger, so we'll see. We'll see. I might have to make that just a little bit bigger. I might need to flatten out my...
Maybe we should use owls.
Ah!
Yeah. I know a specific owl that someone would like us to use.
The orange copper owl.
Can we do something with an owl? Remember Peggy had the owl that's irredeemable?
Yeah.
Remember that one?
I think it's still irredeemable right now. Because I have not come up with something.
We need to roll it, fold it, crimp it. We can make it into something.
I've tried.
We can make that into something cool.
And it just doesn't... It doesn't work. We need a little bit more. I'm also gonna flatten out my washer. So I'm gonna use my other one here. Since it's a little more flat, I don't want to spend too much time on it. It does take me a minute to make all these stinking designs.
Stinking designs?
These really
they're amazing designs.
Stinking good.
That's true.
Stinking good designs. This rivet might be a little too small.
Got
actually.
your dangerous pokey tool. Can you open it up with the owl?
No, it's
not the owl.
It's
the awl.
The rivet's too short.
Oh,
hold on.
Do you need a copper rivet?
Short. I could probably just use an eyelet. I have copper rivets right there too, but those copper rivets aren't really the easiest things to use.
You have to smack them with a chasing hammer again, just like this.
Yeah. I can probably do that.
Did the turtle fart? I thought
Yeah, maybe.
Either that was Corey when she was smacking the hammer down.
Yeah. We'll do this one.
Blame it on the turtle.
We'll do this one.
Oh, that's bad, Gene.
Well, blame it on anybody but myself. That's for sure. Even the pierced turtle that will get gemmed in a minute. Where is the stinking... There it is. I was like, where is the dang hole for that? Alright. Now that we are layered. I'm a goofball, Gene. Me too. Me too. We love it. I'm just using a copper rivet this time. The copper rivets are a bit longer. They're a little harder to use. You just have to be really particular on where you're hammering them so it doesn't just fold and it actually starts to spread over your hammering the heck out of the turtle. Cute. And then if you need a little bit of adjusting, sometimes you can like twist it. This one looks like it's doing pretty good with being mostly stationary. So that works out. I want to do maybe like a sideways one this time.
Change it up.
Yeah, you're gonna need to make a punch. We'll do it like right there. Like this area. So I'm just gonna like mark it. Yeah. I think that more like that. I'm gonna mark it on the other side. Here we go. That's a serious. Oh. Hold on. It's a serious level of dislike.
This was Peggy's explanation of a steamroller.
Oh, funny.
For the owl.
Oh, Kathy goes, I just got home and the first thing I see is Corey killing a turtle. You guys.
Everybody.
This dang turtle. Okay. I just put a hole punch up there to kind of make it this slanted version. I took a JR40 and put a ring on it. I don't know if I have any JR40s here though, so I'll do a JR106 on this one. She's brutal. Oh yeah, I'm the most brutal gal ya meet. On a real note though. Okay. Slide that on there. Close her up. So now I have this cute little turtle. This cute little turtle. And then you can go like this and make it backwards. So it's like a two-way pendant. And then to cover up the killing of the turtle and to re-alive it, we're going to take this little jewel here, this little flat back, and we're going to glue her just like that. So that way, nobody will know what you did to the turtle. We'll take that and move it over to this one. Cute! Love it. Cute dead turtle. Thanks, Kathy. A little blue resin.
Yeah, that's what we talked about earlier.
Yes. Actually, while we're here, let me just do a little bit of this bright blue, I'm thinking.
You want to do it beforehand, really, but I guess you can get around it.
Yeah. The antiques are nice because they pool and they flow.
That's true. So it will flow right underneath.
Yeah, it should. Because why not? Just add a little bit of antique.
So is that the giveaway owl that she likes so much?
Yeah, it's out there. Yeah, maybe Uncle Doug can come up with a version for that. Okay, bright blue. For that can probably dry. I'm blowing it a little bit. You all, that owl is getting a bad rap. Who likes that owl? Oh, Jean. The flower washer was a really good idea. Falls in with gargoyles. Looks like, oh yeah, it does look like River Rock. Jean, you're so smart. Yeah, that owl. See, so now he's like crawling through the river.
Yeah, like it. Throw some resin in there. That would be so cool.
It's not dry yet, so it'll pool the thing. There we go. Love it. And Halloween, it is a little bit better for.
This one is.
Yeah.
I think what we really need to do with this owl is have some kind of a competition. Who can prove Peggy wrong competition?
Oh, yeah.
Change my mind. The owl is good.
I'm just adding some resin to this because I just have to. I wasn't even going to, and I was like, I just have to fulfill their idea here. Yeah. Okay. I don't have my.
Do you want me to go get the lamp?
It's in the.
You should show.
In my
Not everybody knows what we're talking about here.
This is the owl that they are referring to. So if you have any stinking...
We need a competition for a giveaway on that one.
Some good ideas for this. Or the person who can create the prettiest design using this owl will figure out something to do for you. Something that I can replicate and show or something. But give me some ideas for it. Uncle Doug's grabbing the UV light here. The UV light for me so we can cure it and actually see how beautiful this is.
Do you have a plug-in handy where you are underneath, or do I need to get it down there? Do you have a spot?
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
Alrighty.
Okay. Slide that over. Key my spatula.
Look at Christine. We have a lot.
Christine eeks on the owl. See, there's quite a few people that love it, Peggy. Okay.
There's a few. I think if you were to like roll the wings back or something, it could look kind of cool.
Yeah. Okay, I have it curing, so we'll come back to that in a moment. How about that? So then you guys can see what it looks like with resin in it. Super cute. I'm going to bring up that disc pack again and see how many we're sitting at. There's only 4 left. 4 left of this really pretty like sea urchin pewter disc pack. Any brass mice he can grab a hold of?
Mice?
For the owl.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm slow in the uptake there.
Gene, you should execute your idea and then post a picture of it in DIY Vintage if you don't want to type it out. That
Actually, anybody who wants to participate in that competition, and if you are making a purchase, put owl in your comments and we'll throw a singular owl in there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
Do you get that, everybody? If you're making a purchase and you want to make something creative out of the owl, we'll throw this in with your purchase.
Yeah.
And then you can share.
I think that's a great idea. Okay.
But comment owl.
In not on the Facebook Live.
Not
in your order.
In your order, comment owl.
Yes.
And we'll throw a carded owl in for you to show us what you can do.
Okie dokie, you ladies. This is the resined turtle. So it's like he's swimming in water with a pool of rocks. That's really pretty. Oh, it's okay. If you've already purchased, then maybe we'll just put one in everybody's order.
Do we have that many?
Yeah. Yeah. We'll put an owl in everybody's order that orders, so then you guys can test it, and then that way, if you've already placed an order, so on and so forth, then you don't have to worry about commenting or whatnot. So that way, everybody kind of gets a chance to do it. Okay. And then I have my green thing. You guys are amazing. Thanks, Kimmy. I'm going to pop my green jewel. And probably resin that on top of the resin. Because I don't want to put the green jewel in with the resin, because if you go over the green jewel, then it kind of covers up the crystally part of it. So I would put the jewel on after you resin. So good. Okay, cool. Cool beans. All right. Moving on to our next one. I think they said that there's
we need
only
to do a giveaway.
Only 3 packs of this thing left. The sea urchin left. 3 packs left, and then it'll be gone. So I'm pretty sure it'll be gone by Monday. So grab it if you want it.
Are you ready for a...
Then somebody will be getting this.
Oh, that's pretty.
For free.
I know, that's nice.
Right?
Yeah, it's really came out good.
It's almost better than my original. It is better than my original one.
Should we do a blanks one, or what should we do here?
We're going to do another giveaway.
How about this one? This is pretty. I like that one.
Yeah, that one is pretty.
Okay.
You have your little...
I'm going to put my trivia question in. Show that first, and then we'll...
This is a kit with a cab, a setting, a flower, and a feather with some beads and findings in there. It is a pendant kit. Resin just blew it out of the water. It was the perfect idea.
You're welcome.
That's why I'm always asking for ideas. No, seriously, because it looked so good. Yeah, it looks like he's underwater.
Yeah, it is cool.
Yeah.
All right. This is a very easy question, so have your typers typing. Get your fingers ready. Or my wife used to say to our kids, "Get your hands ready."
Yeah.
When she'd go to the McDonald's drive-thru.
Is this one mine?
Yeah.
Okay.
She'd go to the McDonald's drive-thru and she'd say, "Get your hands ready."
Yeah.
And the kids would to grab their Happy Meals. All right, here's the question. Got to be fast. What yellow fossilized tree resin with a yellowish tint is often used in decorative jewelry? Mosquitoes trapped in it were the key to cloning in the dinosaur movie Jurassic Park. If you don't get this one, I don't know what to do.
And Judy already won today.
Judy's
so
eliminated
she's out.
from this one.
Monica!
Does Monica win every time now?
You only get to win once a week, so you just have to be quick.
I mean, seriously, Monica, she was when she said, "I never win anything." Remember
now
that?
She's winning.
She had her fingers ready to go. Look at everybody got in with Amber. Oh, so fast, but just not fast as Monica. Maybe it's her connection speed. She's like on.
She's probably
she's
got
on
really
mega
good,
fiber or something. Gets fastest through
really
here.
good connection.
Yeah. Okay, winner.
Monica,
winner.
We'll do a few more too, so don't worry. You still have a chance to win today. But that was a really good. Actually, it's funny because. Oh, Sherry's watching from YouTube because that's easiest for her. I did see your comment pop up in red. So that's awesome. Okay, bye-bye, Debbie. We'll see you later. Kimmy, what the heck, Monica?
Exactly. Well, Kimmy's won before, hasn't she? I think.
Debbie's on a plane. She's got no speed. I did say be ready, so.
Yeah, Jude. Well, who was it that kept throwing the answers? Wasn't it Monica that kept throwing the answers in too after she won last time?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, she's like, I'm first again.
Yeah.
I'm first.
Okay. Next.
All right. Again, it's the first person that we see on our feed. It might not come up in the same order for you.
Okay. We're going to be wrapping. It's been a minute. We're going to be wrapping some crystals. How fun. I have done these 2 wraps before. But it's been a bit. It's been at least a year and a half since I've done this wrap. And it's been a while since I've done this wrap. So, giving you guys the opportunity. Okay, bye, Karen. Have a great weekend. See you on the replay. Okay, so, oops, sorry, I didn't mean to move the mouse. These dragonflies are so fun. Okay, dragonfly pack. 5 pieces for $24.
That's real literally from the time we
Natural
started the
brass.
company. That's probably one of my favorite
The
stampings.
Dragonflies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
between that and the monarch openwork butterfly.
Yes.
This is my favorite piece.
Yeah. This is definitely a
that's
favorite.
been so popular through the years.
And it's so versatile. And
Yeah.
you can use it in so many different
Wraps,
ways.
drops, rings.
Yeah. Earrings,
so much.
Everything.
Yeah.
So this is that natural brass.
You can make a ring out of that thing too, couldn't you? Roll
Yeah.
it around and have a long ring.
Probably.
Yeah.
Could do it.
No, I was thinking the other way. The wings of the ring are the
yeah,
ring.
probably clip the tail.
Yeah,
but then I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
Oh, you are.
I have to see, but I know that I'm gonna want to clip the tail regardless.
Ow. Oh.
I'm gonna do it on screen this time.
Yeah.
You guys just see my metal abuse.
It's nothing against turtles.
Nothing, because I just took this guy's butt away.
And then you roll those wings around.
Yeah.
That could be kind of cool.
Okay, I'm just taking these barrel pliers here, and I'm gonna press the wings down on either side.
Wonder how. Maybe it's a good fit. Maybe they don't have to.
Stephanie found us last night.
Hey,
she
Stephanie.
thinks she has the Dragonfly, so you can actually follow along and you can do what we're doing here.
Welcome, Stephanie.
Then I'm gonna go on the other side of my barrel plier here.
How big are they? They're like what, 2 inches across, 50 millimeters, something like that.
All of the measurements are on vintageliveshop.com. And all of the product listings.
Oh, it's up here. I'll get it.
47 by 35.
Yeah, about 50 millimeters. So it's about 2 inches by 1.5 inch. If you don't like millimeters.
Sorry, I'm just doing this off screen for a moment here so I can really see.
Does it have enough to go around?
For it to not to come off?
Yeah, for your finger?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Moment's notice. Good that. Put the antennas up the other way.
I'm going to do a little more slicing here. Sorry, your legs are coming off too, buddy.
Oh, even if you took the body and the head off, the wings around it was just the thorax in the middle.
Yeah.
That could be kind of cool. Yeah.
Hold on.
He feels your pain. Oops, go back to here.
I would file this. File this before you put it on.
Yeah.
But.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
So that way
I was saying, even if you took that, even with the head kind of off, it's a neat little design.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do like the head, though.
Yeah, you don't want to totally decapitate it and everything.
I already took his butt off.
We've already hurt the turtle badly.
Cute. I do like that. So dragonflies can also be rings. For each of my fingers. Okay. So that's neat. But that is not what we came here for. That was a good idea, though. Natural brass dragonflies. We are going to wrap 2 crystals using these. And I do have these crystals available. 4 pieces for $28. These crystals are pretty dang expensive. And they're getting really hard to find. But I can't hoard everything that I like. I have to offer it to you guys too. So this is the large
nice to be had them, yeah.
crystal dragonfly Swarovski.
Peggy's just incredible.
You guys are so funny.
Oh, I'm not that cruel.
So that's very pretty. That's the one that we used in this wrap.
Yes, we do,
And then
Stephanie.
this one.
I'll put up a link for the barrel pliers.
Then we have this topaz twist bead. Has my fingerprints on it, but that's okay. It's still very freaking shiny. Look at that. All those facets. Stunning. So our twist bead in topaz and our crystal dragonfly. Both Swarovski. Beautiful. All right. Let's start with the crystal dragonfly. I'll put these ones up here. So they're still in view, but not taking up too much of our.
You just use these. You just use the cylinder ones to do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna put that one. Put that link up.
Okay, Doug's doing the product listing for those double barrel pliers.
Yeah, it's coming up on the Jewelry by Korean user.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the barrel pliers.
So just copy that link and then paste it into your browser. Otherwise, Vintage can comment a direct link.
That is a direct link. Right here.
Can you click on it?
Oh, I see what you're saying. All right.
All right, so you have a hole punch in one side of the wing, but you do need to make a hole punch on the other side of the wing. So hole punch 1, and this is hole punch 2. There we go. Awesome. Thanks for doing that. Beautiful. So now we have 2 hole punches.
So Monica's suggesting a piece that looks like layers of dragonfly wings. Just kind of like textured lines, wavy textured lines, or
probably like
kind
this.
of. It looks almost like a leaf. It's almost a leafy look.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Ainsley did do a product demo on the barrel pliers. So I'm coming in and I'm snipping the legs. Jeez, I'm just really mutilating these animals here. These brass animals. Gotta make sure I say that just in case they come at me like, oh no.
Did we answer Debbie's question about how many pieces? Was it of the crystal or of the dragonfly?
So you get 2 dragonfly crystals and 2 topaz twist bead circles in the pack. So 2 dragonfly, 2 twist bead. I actually might need to get my other snippers here because these ones are getting a little dull.
And the dragonfly pack is 5 pieces.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I'm going to clean up this leg a little bit here. And pull that out. Pull that out. Up. Up. This tail needs to come straight.
Do we still have more of the dragonfly?
Mm-hmm.
That's, does this have a cart number?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Cart 107. And just popped it up on the screen again. So we need our tail nice and straight. Like a succession of wings laid on each other.
Like stacked, thick. That would be more of a casting. It takes quite a bit.
I think I have this way.
Or someone could buy a set of these, Monica.
Mm-hmm.
Buy a set of these and fuse them together with glue or something like that. You'd have to use something, you couldn't bend it afterwards. But whatever you had in mind, stack them. Use your, the E600 glue or whatever. Glue them up. Lay them up the way you have in mind, and maybe you can share that with us next time. We can see what you were talking about. He's gonna need crutches.
Okay, my dragonfly.
Oh, he's gonna need crutches.
Yeah,
he's got wings. Why does he need crutches?
Well, because I mutilated his legs.
Don't cut off the wings now. I'll never be able to get around anywhere.
I'm gonna pull his legs up a little bit more. You guys are so funny. I get a kick out of doing demos with you guys. I really do. Okay, this is what I'm looking like right now. I'm sticking my tail through Dragonfly.
We're going to iridescent some of these wings.
We can.
We have Dragonfly wing as a color.
It's that purple and blue one. You're going to fold it. so the dragonfly ends up over top of your crystal here. And I think I need to get this up a little bit
Yeah,
higher.
Monica, I think you should buy a set and make it. Then show us. That would be the best bet. Because you'll have what? 20 wings to play with.
Yeah. Okay. This is how we're looking. Tail's coming up through the center of the hole. And then hold that nice and tight. And then it's going to go back over the other side of the crystal. Usually when I'm working with crystals, I take this cloth here and I use it as a buffer between my metal and crystal there, so I don't, crack my crystal when I'm pushing it down, with my pliers at least. That's looking pretty good. I'm gonna come up just a little bit higher so I don't go out of screen again. I might have to press that in just a little bit more. I have some metal on the other side, so that's why I'm not using the cloth this time. Nice. So she's a little wiggly right now, so that's why I bent these 2 wings in over top. Before we do that, I'm going to take my legs and fold them back over just as some extra security here. Nice. Probably fold those in a little bit more. She does wiggle around a little bit, but that's okay. Because we are going to secure that by doing this. So I'm going to bend it down on one side, bend it down on the other side, and then I take pliers that are wide enough, or that stretch wide enough to be able to fit on either side, and then I just do a nice compress in. I might need my other ones though. Hold on. My longer needles that have these markings on them, and then I cinch it nice and close to the crystal using the leverage of either side. So then she's not like wiggling around as much. Ooh, I did it on the wrong one though. I did that one on the one that I already did. No wonder it wasn't wiggling as much. Ah, silly Corey. Silly, silly, silly. There we go. On either side. Cinch them in, but be careful so you don't pinch your fingers. They do slide around a little bit. It's looking pretty good. I'm going to do a little bit more on this side. just so we can close those gaps. That's why I like having these sunshine cloths on me. So I can really get nice and close. So we have this, and then you thread your jump rings through your dragonfly wing holes. There and there. And then attach some chain. So I did it like this so you could wear it horizontally, like this way. But you can, there was, I couldn't find the other design that I did with it, but I only left the one hole punch and I didn't do the other hole punch, and then I let it hang down like vertically. So there's two different ways that you can hang it. You can hang it this way or this way if you do two punches. So like horizontal or vertical hanging like that. Wonderful, Candy. Well, have a wonderful, safe weekend, and we'll see you later. Alright, next, we need to do this other one, which I do have another finished version of this. This is one of my favorites that I've ever made, and I think it was Lisa that also really liked this design.
So would the humane way to attach this to the stone be using wire? Could you do? Could you do what
but
you
it would
could?
be probably a little bit difficult.
It would be a little difficult if you didn't want to do the clipping and stuff. You could probably get a very thin wire, but it would take some work.
Yeah, it's definitely.
And
this
it wouldn't.
is your
It might not
easiest,
match. It might
cleanest
not
way.
match as well too with the brass color.
Yeah, this is the easiest, cleanest way to do it. All right, I'm gonna pull these off. This is the other design that I did. So this one's more layered and has a little bit more action going on. I hung some abalone from the bottom tail, painted its wings green. Okay, there we go. I was freezing there for a second. And then this one's just a simplified version of it. Okay, cool, Monica. So let's get into this one, and then we will finish off with our shell earrings after the fact. Also, cutting the legs on this one. Gosh, it wants to do that every time. I need my newer cutters. I was using my older cutters. There we go. I had to do that one off of screen. Leg cut off, leg cut off. I wouldn't even say cut off, it's just separated from the tail. Straighten out tail once again. Like this. And then we're going to string this onto our Dragonfly. It's probably coming to about right here. Oh, I could see what you mean. So you could do it the back way, the front way. I did it because it just gives it a little more weight and heaviness. And then it curves around the crystal. So you're going to be able to see the crystal when it's like flopping around, so on and so forth. It's just a heavyweight, more expensive way of wrapping. And then this one is just enough for a pop of color between it. But there's a lot of different ways that you can wrap this, but it follows the crystal, the Dragonfly crystal, perfectly. And I have gotten a lot of comments specifically on the Dragonfly crystal wrap. I'm going to bend this up. My twist bead crystal might need a little bit more room to center it, so I'm gonna pull this down again and kind of base my curve a little bit lower. So that way my antennas are going up like that. See, like in the sun, it will sparkle and shine that crystal through. Yes, this is one of the ones that I did for a stash shipment. I believe it was
Looks like Amber
nearly
too.
2 years
Had
ago.
a good question today. Or Amber.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. You're going to pull your legs back down. I'm going to grab my cloth here in a moment to finish that up. And then here our little legs and other things go over. You can see that it's secured mostly on the back by just the two wings, but secured from the bottom by going through, folding these over, which I am going to use my cloth for. We can do a giveaway after this one.
Yeah. This is a big one. Should we do the blanks?
Yeah, we can do the blanks. Making sure the antennas and the top legs go over top of the crystal. And those will flop around for a minute, but that's okay. I think on this other one I split the antennas here. Jeez, if it'll let me.
These are all upgrades to the Dragonfly, right?
Hmm?
No one needs to worry about the Dragonfly. In case anybody wasn't sure, I mean, it's not a real alive Dragonfly, right?
No, it's not a real. Who was saying that? Oh.
No, everybody's talking about getting an insect doctor, a vet, all the things we need here.
I was like, who is saying that? Gee.
They're just messing. Having fun.
Funny.
PETA. Well, it's people eating tasty animals. Isn't that what PETA is?
I'm not sure PETA
that could
would
get
agree.
me in trouble.
Yeah. Okay. That's pretty good. Let's See where my curve is coming here. Start to bend that wing around while holding this with pressure. Do that on the other side.
We can tell how the level of difficulty by how much you are able to speak during the actual operation.
Oh.
Some of these do take quite a bit of care because you're protecting your crystal,
Right.
at the same time you're moving the metal and not wanting to overbend something. And
yeah, you can tell when I'm focusing a
very
little bit
focused.
more.
Yes. That's true, Lynn. Lots of things to do with a dragonfly.
So we're getting our wings folded over our crystal parts here now. But being careful about our crystal. I'm still trying to move pretty quickly for you guys. Okay, definitely need my other ones here. Nice, nice, nice. I'm probably going to pinch in just a little bit more here. I like to try and follow the curvature of the twist bead or any crystal that I'm wrapping. So just looking at it from different angles to see where you need to squish down a little bit more. It's always a good idea. It's looking pretty good.
So, Barbara, the crystal isn't really super fragile, but you don't want to scratch it with the tools. They can chip.
Yeah.
So you have to be a little bit careful, but it's not going to break just right in the middle of what you're doing.
No. Yeah.
It breaks.
Right. So just the perfect amount of color, and then you can paint as well, like I did with this one. This one's painted green with a golden shadow color. So green, golden shadow, and then this one's a topazy. So then I left it. And they're sharp tools. You guys are funny. Let's try a little bit of the iridescent on this while we're here, and then we'll do another giveaway. Let's do eerie green since the other one's just like this moss color. Let's try, yeah, probably eerie green. Just a little bit. Kind of looks like eerie blue. But that's, oh, there it goes. I see the green now. Just in a certain light. Actually, the eerie green with this topaz is really pretty. It's a little hard to see right now. Just give me a minute and then I'll show ya. With the light exposure. I'm not doing just his wings either because it is really pretty. Okie dokie. So this is pre-drying. So it is a little bit wet and things, but that's eerie green over the dragonfly with the topaz crystal. So somebody else will be receiving this in their order. Alright, giveaway time for you ladies. Do you have your question picked out? And pop up that crystal pack again. Remember, it's 2 of these and 2 of these. 2 and 2. Nice.
Well, yeah, we have this little. I used to have a little.
Lots of dragonfly.
Where's my little
Wraps.
presentation frames thing? Do I get rid of that? Or do you have it? There you go. It's not the prettiest, but.
Okay. All right. Airy green looks great on that. I'm going to hang these up off screen here.
Okay, let's get our fingers ready.
Hold on.
Get your fastest fiber connection going.
Yeah. As I move these.
You gonna move some stuff around first?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yippers. You have a full screen here. Take off crystal pack.
Put on our giveaway. That one there.
Mm-hmm.
Giveaway time.
This is a blank pack. Mystery blank pack. So mushrooms, bracelet, keys, dog tags. Cute. A nice selection for pour paint and or your antiques. Alright.
I wonder if I'm not gonna give all of the hint. If I have to add this later, I'm gonna do. That's gonna make it too easy.
Oh,
So I'm
I
gonna
get what
take
you
part
mean.
of it out and then put the hint in if no one can get it.
Alright, so Monica can't win and Judy can't win.
Right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It does look really good with that crystal, Monica. Alright. What L calcium enriched feldspar mineral is named after the Canadian province, often associated with Newfoundland, that it was discovered in?
Nope, Monica, love those mushrooms is the wrong answer.
The mushrooms are super duper cute, though. She knows she can't win.
You're right, so she's going to throw some. She's just trying to.
Kathy!
Oh, Kathy. Good.
Kathy!
Coppinger or Coppinger?
She's. Monica said, dang it, my favorite stone, too. I love that stone. So Kathy won the blanks pack. Don't forget to ensure that you have an order open with us so we can ship this with your order come Monday, Tuesday. So good. That was a good one. Oh yeah, I also, by the way, while I'm bringing these other things up, so we started doing a new thing. We created a listing on the warehouse site, and it's called Fast Shipping. So,
oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I forgot to say something about that last week. So, you guys know that your orders ship typically Monday, Tuesday, after the warehouse live sale on Friday. With fast shipping, if you order during the week, since we only ship once a week, I think it's like $5. Your order gets pushed to the front of the line and then gets shipped out within 1 or 2 business days. So if you order Tuesday, your order
wouldn't go out until like the next week.
Yeah, will not go out until the next Monday. But if you really, really, really needed the item, you can add the fast shipping to your cart. And then we can get on that and it'll ship within 1 to 2 business days. Mostly 1, but...
Yeah, it's sort of like expediting, and there's a cost to us to do that. We can't do it for everybody, but if there's if you really need something more urgently, or a project you're working on, we just felt like that was an option.
Yeah.
That would be good to add for you.
So that way, if you're ordering Tuesday, you don't have to wait until the following Monday. If you pay for the fast shipping, but if you just don't care, then it's always free shipping. But there is the option in case you ever need like something immediately. Just to give you guys that option. Okay. I believe. Oh. I'm going to do the wave ring quick. And then we'll get into these. But they're really pretty, so I'm going to put them on anyway. So the wave ring pack. 4 pieces for $20. How cute. So you're going to want to get a wave ring pack. So you can wear it that way. Or you can wear it this way. So a cute wave ring. It is pewter based, sterling silver plated. And it is perfect for summertime, ocean feel, sea feel.
It looks like a wave.
Lake. Yeah, it is. Mm-hmm. It's a wave ring. So it's perfect for lakes, oceans, seas.
Turtles who like to swim at the surface.
Yeah. Like this.
Turtle.
He's swimming in the wave. I'm just going to jump ring it to my wave ring. That's cute. Cute, cute, cute. But these are really, really pretty.
Yeah, stack them.
They're not the easiest to stack, actually.
Let's see what it looks like.
I've tried
Jean
that.
is suggesting it, so let's just see.
I have already tried it.
Let's see. Well, 2 can be a stack. What's the ring size on these?
Because they might get caught. They're size 8.
Oh, that's an interesting look, though.
Yeah, you can probably... She's probably saying, like, you can stack it, like, this way, but even that's a little difficult. I more or less... I like them as singles. You could do a stack like this, though. But then it really wouldn't look like a wave too much. Like that. That's pretty. Nice. Yeah. Monica's like, I know I had to order them. Yeah, I like it. I just like it as a single. It makes it look more like a wave. But yeah, the metallic colors would be really pretty on here. I have like a couple different. Ooh! You could do opposites like that.
Oh, multiple. That's kind of cool.
So I was thinking like that, but then, so you can stack it that way, or that way. I do like that way a lot.
That is kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh. So lots of different ways that you can stack these. Size 8. Pretty, pretty, pretty. These, I'm sure, would sell immediately if you had them on Etsy and, like, tagged wave ring, ocean ring, sea ring, anything. Like, surf rings. Like, if people go surfing, so on and so forth. But, yes. Those are the wave rings. Super duper cute.
Speaking of super duper cute.
Our rings.
Look at those earrings.
I know. They're adorable. I love them. Our vintage cast rings, though, they're out of this world. Like, that scarab ring is one of my all-time favorites. The sterling silver antique and the 14K gold antique versions. That's probably my all-time favorite cast ring that we've done. And then there's a signet ring that I really like. Okay. Are you guys ready for these earrings? I'm ready for these earrings. I'm so ready for these earrings. They're so pretty and so fun.
This one, right?
Yep. I don't think we offer it in 14K on the website, but we probably should.
Look at it.
Because I have it.
You do?
In 14K. Mm-hmm. I don't think they can be stretched too much. if at all, those rings. Because they are plated, so the plating might crack a little bit. Oh, that was funny. I was going like this. I'll look like a pig for a minute. Because I was like looking into the side and I was like, holding my face up with my tip of my nose. Okay, let's get into these beautiful things here. Anchors we offered last Friday. So I'm just adding to the design queue for these because I love these anchors. There are a lot of anchors that I don't find very appealing, but I really like these anchors. They're the perfect thickness. They don't have super sharp edges, but they're not rounded. They're perfect. Perfect. So I used the anchor pack in these earrings. So I did 2 versions with these shells. But if you wanted the other shells, where did I put those earrings? From last week, you could do the other shells with these. And nope. I probably have those somewhere else. You guys remember the shells that I did with where the heck did those go? I hate it when I lose things. It drives me nuts. They were just the cutest, prettiest little shell seahorse earrings. Anyways, use that same inspiration for this other seashell. So we have those, the little seahorse pack. So these are the tiny seahorses. These are super cute, great for resin. Nice and thin, very detailed. So I'm bringing those on. Solid brass. 30 pieces for $18 for the seahorse. And then I did hammer the anchor this time. So last week's design, I didn't hammer the anchor, but I did hammer the anchor this week. And then we have this other shell that I'm going to be bringing up the cart number here soon. But this is the tiny little seahorse that I had added the antique, the black color to it. So it would really bring out all of the definition of the seahorse there. And then I put a layer of resin over top. So it gives it that very shiny, wet, like under the sea kind of feel for those. Let's bring on these shells next. The seahorses. So this is the front of the seahorse. And then this is the back of the seahorse. So essentially you could do one way and one the other way. But this side is known as the front. So I think there's just enough texture on the back side that you could make it a flip. But hopefully that answers your question. Yeah, these 2 earrings are super cute. Super duper cute. Alright. We need to bring on the shells next. Shell packs, 16 pieces for $20. These are solid brass. So this is what the shells look like prior to. And then this is how we transformed them. Cute, huh? These shells already come with that little starfish on there. So that's convenient as it is. And this is the back. Like that. So back and then front. Solid brass. And then all you have to do, this one's super easy. I just used a jump ring. So hammer anchor, direct link to ear wire, jump ring. So you're going to punch a hole in the bottom of your anchor, add a jump ring, and then add your pendant. So prior to jump bringing it to your anchor, you're going to paint it. And I used, I think, bright pink. Ooh, but this color, I'm going to use this color for it this time. I'm going to use Cameo Pink this time. I think I used the bright pink on this one, but I like this corally color a little bit. So we're going to paint our starfish here. Don't forget to shake your paints. Okay. Get a good brush, paper towel. So the seahorse just needs black, so we're not going to paint a seahorse. But we are going to paint, because I want to see what, because I don't know if this is the color that I used for it, but I don't think it is. Oh, you know what? I think it is. No, it's a little more coral. Going back on what I said. Alright. I'll pop that bubble. Bring up some of that paint in there. I'm going to have to grab my paper towel here and kind of soak up some of that that's coming down. So I didn't want that, so I'm just going to rinse it. Just a little bit goes a long way. So this is like a bright pink from like the neon pink side. This is Cameo Pink. This is a bit more of a coral. Like an orangey coral versus that bright pink up there. And I'm just lightly brushing it over the starfish there, so we still get the texture from the starfish, but we're just adding a little bit of color to it. Looking good, looking good. Yes, we have our vortex shaker, and I think we got that other one shipped out to Jean and Ames out there. Let's see what this color shift looks like. So on these ones, I use the metallic aqua for the top ones. Probably come in just a little bit more close here so we can kind of focus. And I'm going to use a color shift on this one because this color shifts between blue and purple. So I'm curious what it's going to look like. Take some of this coral off my brush here. I'm starting to like that darker blue, and then it's going to reflect that nice purple too. So this is going to be a very unique shell. This is that color that I thought would be really beautiful on the Dragonfly too. This one is probably my favorite color to use of all time. So if you don't have the blue-violet color shift in the antique line, you can get one of the single paints. If you're not quite ready to get a full set, this is the color that you need.
Did you hurt yourself?
Me?
I come back and there's a Kleenex with red on it.
Oh no, it's just kidding. The coral paint. I was like,
oh no.
Nope.
What happened when I was gone?
Not me. Just the coral paint. But we're using the blue-violet color shift on this shell. Seahorses can be double-sided, but they are not. They're not like a puff charm. They're I'll show that one more time since Blenda said she's following that. So this is the front side of the seahorse. A good view there. And then this is the back side. Look how crazy my hands look. There we go.
I love that blue.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. This is probably my all-time favorite color to work with. By far. By far. And don't you love, look at how the antiques just settle in there and leave your high points still there. Like, it's saving you so much work. You don't have to sit there and try and get it perfect. It's already perfect. Yes. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you, Peggy. Okay. This is the point. I'm not going to paint this seahorse, but I am going to take my tweezers. Actually, it might be a little bit easier with my tweezers here. Actually, once again, where's my scooper tool? I'm going to end up resining this anyway, so I left my other tool over there. This is my spatula. And then we're going to take a seahorse here. Perfect. We are right on the shell. We're going to move its butt over just a little bit. There we go. Resin. Okay, I'm not waiting until, I'm just experimenting here a little bit. I'm not going to wait until the paint dries because I'm just curious if it'll kind of make the colors float a little bit. Is kind of my ultimate goal here. Okay, that's kind of doing what I was hoping it was going to do. But I need to hurry up so I can make sure that it doesn't pull over the edges and I can spread it a little bit. So, these two colors, Carrie. For the one that I'm working on right now, blue-violet color shift and cameo pink in the antique line. Alright, I need to hurry up and move some of this because I think it's also catching a little bit of my UV light from off to the side. So it's like actually just starting to cure a little bit. Okay. Okay, you guys are gonna freak out. Actually, going to freak out because holy cow. I need to add a little bit more resin, but I'm frozen. Dang it! I hate that. I hate when I look up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've
been doing something so amazing and it froze.
Yeah. This needs to stop freezing. Seriously, because you guys are gonna freak out. This is so cool. Just leaving your paint just a little wet and not completely dry just gives it this really, is it ethereal? Ethereal feeling. It's gorgeous. Oh, that might have been a little too much. Yeah, it might have been a little too much. Let's see if we can move some of that over. There we go. A little bit. Don't want to forget about my dragon or seahorse tail. Okay, hold on. It'll come back. I know it was a little blurry there for a second, but oh my goodness. Hold on. I need to throw that in the UV lamp. You guys are gonna freak out. It's even better than the original. It's so cool. It is really beautiful. So what happened is, well, I'm here. So you can see on this one, so I let the paint dry before applying the resin on this one. So the paint looks like it's down there at the bottom, which is great. It's beautiful. If I pause one more time, I'm going to lose my buckets. I'll lose my marbles. Hold on. I guess it gives me a minute for it to cure. It's not a phenomenal time to do a giveaway either when it's being dumb. Well, I'm taking this out of the UV lamp while the focus goes back to normal. Sorry if it's a little blurry. But I do need to chop some of this resin off that kind of pulled over on me a little bit. Okay, that's a little bit better. Still pretty blurry though. There we go.
That's good.
It's a little bit better. So it gives it this, it picks up the resin when it's not completely dry. It picks up and kind of makes it float throughout, if that makes sense. You can see the blue and purple color shift happening under the resin there. So pretty.
That's so good.
Yeah, that's really pretty. I mean, it needs to take a little bit more time to cure, but that's stunning. It just gives it a super 3D look to it, and it's very shiny, very pretty. Those colors complement super well. So I'm just going to chuck that in the UV lamp so that can continue to cure. But in the meantime, let's get on to our other shell earrings here. And then, actually, you want to do one more giveaway?
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Well, I get...
Got another question here, I think. Or do I? Let me see. Have I gone through 3 questions? Let's see. We get a question picked out right here.
All right. Just that way, it gives us a minute to hopefully get our connection going a bit better here. I'm going to bring this lamp down a bit more. I know it's a little bit in my way, but you guys need some nice brightness. Cool. That's a little bit better.
Okay, this is not going to be an easy one.
Okay. We're getting ready for a giveaway.
If you want to grab, what do you think? One of these ones? I think we already did one of them.
I'll do this one. This one's a cute one. All right. So before we get into that mumbo jumbo, I'm going to do a giveaway. Uncle Doug's going to grab the question here. All right, let's see. Kathy, Judy, and Monica cannot win.
Get your hands ready, ladies. And men, if you're out there.
Yeah. So this is another pendant kit. Comes with a massive bead cap, some eye pins, a jump ring, some little beads. It's super cute. Perfect.
Okay. Pop that bad boy up there and
What sea gemstone is a brownish red semi-precious gemstone similar to sard? It is a variety of calcinity with chemical formula SiO2.
silicon oxide. Is it silicon dioxide or silicon oxide?
Oh, I don't know. You have to go back to the comments there.
How about our audience there? Oh, look at that. Carmicki. I know.
K and L are right next to each other.
Yeah, right.
She got it.
I think she there's like a I think Lynn had it. I think she hit the wrong key.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we're gonna let the slight spelling.
Yeah.
You're right.
Because the K and the L
she was typing so fast
right next
that she
to each
hit
other.
it.
Yeah. So Lynn, is it Lauber or Lober? She wins today. I'll pop up. So yes, your K for the L, but I trust where your head was at.
She was typing so fast.
Yeah.
And you have to.
Yeah.
You have to type fast to be able to get that answer in.
Perfect.
Good job.
Good job. Good. Love it. Lober. Cool beans. Monica goes, man, I knew that one too. So hard not to jump in with an answer.
Just it's personal satisfaction.
Yeah.
Just to know that you knew it first.
Hi, Debbie. Yes. Congratulations to all of the winners today. Do you have the big giveaway so we can just preview that quick?
Let's look at that again while we're at it.
So remember at the very end of the live
this
today,
one doesn't even take any intelligence, right?
Nope.
It's just luck of the draw and a purchase. Same with all of these.
So don't forget, make sure you have those loves in for the end of the live today for this nice, beautiful, big giveaway. Woo-hoo.
That is huge. Oh, that's nice.
So pretty.
Love right there in the middle.
Very springy.
Get that love in.
Yes. So make sure you have your loves in. Perfect, perfect. Voila. I'm back. Back. Back for good business. Here we go. Okay. If I can get it centered. That's better. Okay. Gel pack. This is a puff charm. 16 pieces for $20. This is solid brass cart 113. It is double-sided. It is a puff charm. We love those puff charms. Why? Because we can split those puff charms open and use them like this. Or you can leave it as a puff charm. Super cute either way. But you can turn one into two. So think of 16 pieces, but actually 32 pieces. If you were to use them the way that I'm using them, heck of a deal. Heck of a deal. And come back down here. Where can you purchase the Color Shift paint? Well, might as well get that. Blue, violet, Color Shift paint. Copy. Reply to Chris. Control V. Enter. You like my keyboard commands? All right, that is the retail site link that I'm sending you to for the blue violet color shift paint. And that one's probably a bit more cured now. Woo! So, under the sea, under the sea. Do 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 do. Do do
Let's create more puff charms.
I have lots of puff charms. Not that I've shared with you though. So every so often I bring a little sampling of them out. So, of course, Chris. All right, puff charms. Once again, 16 pieces for $20. If you split them in two, 32 pieces for $20. So, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Super duper cute. We'll go back to that shell pack. 16 pieces for $20. These are one-sided. So you don't get to do the same thing. But lovely as is. Mm-hmm. Let's get to taking our bead awl.
Careful. Careful what you say next.
We're going to cut open. We're going to do surgery on our shell here. Oh no! Make sure I have my tool just knocked all my stinking paints over that I need for this.
I'm going to hold your chair. Steady your chair.
Oh my god,
I couldn't do that without passing out.
Carson passed out.
My
The
stomach,
doctors today.
my stomach would get in the way.
She
collapsed my diaphragm.
She passed out during her X-ray.
Oh no!
Because she doesn't like looking
she was in a lot
at
of pain.
it.
Oh, she saw it. And
she can't like see things like that. Like, and she's not a big fan of needles.
I'm
either.
kind of a sympathetic.
Because they had to give her a tetanus shot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not bad for myself, but whenever if something's happened to Nancy, or my kids when they break bones, I would just get all queasy and. But if it happens to me, I'm just kind of like trying to laugh it off. When I see someone else, like, oh, yeah. No, I'd be a horrible doctor.
If it happens to me, then I get a little woozy. But anybody else, I'm like, I want to see. Show me.
So this is
show me the gore.
Just by happenstance, we're now going to impact another
animal.
Would this be considered a crustacean?
You would think it's biology class and not jewelry making class is what Jean said.
At least it's not a frog. At least we don't have a frog pinned out on the board.
So
open heart surgery on a snail. Come on.
In the crease here, you're gonna stick your bead awl through it. And it should start popping. Oop, don't get your nail stuck though. It should start popping it open. Like I'm literally cracking a shell to eat it.
What happens next? Yeah.
And you can pull it open. Yeah. Slurp.
Slurp.
Slurp. Slurp. So then you have 2 pieces.
Nice.
Yeah, we do. We need to go get all the animals and just start doing stuff with them like that.
We do. We gotta have a frog somewhere, but
we do. Yeah, I've used it before. Yeah.
Can you split it open?
No, you can't. But you can dissect its legs off.
You can hammer it.
Yeah.
Peggy can hammer it.
So yeah, you stick your bead awl through the crack there, and then pull it open. I think we're still okay on these. Let me look here. Okay, yeah, it's the other. So the other shell pack, there's only 7 left. You guys are gonna sell me out almost of the whole freaking show today.
That's a great thing.
No, that's good. That means that the designs that I did in less than 24 hours
that they resonated.
Work.
No, it's really a good indication.
I feel that my designs do better when I'm pressured and have less time to come up with it, is what I've been noticing.
Well, maybe it's this. Maybe it's just beauty out of tragedy.
Yeah.
Because all the terrible things that you've done to these little things.
I know.
And you saved them. You've redeemed them into something better.
I have. All right.
You could rivet it. Oh, yeah, Lynn.
Okay. So there are going to be there's that little tab that you're going to want to file off that connects the two. Looks good. So I'm just going to do one side for now. I'm going to come down nice and close here. Move these other shells up out of the way for now. Move these over so we can kind of get a good peek. Okay, so verdigris blue is one of the colors that you're going to need for this. And you might as well just do them both, like the shell and the other shell at the same time. So, verdigris blue. I'm going to do it there, and approximately there, and a little bit there. And then I think I just went like this. Just a super light coat, because you are going to layer a little bit. Ooh, that would be pretty, Lisa. We are on a roll today, Monica. All right, pale blue is next. We add just a little bit of that in here while it's still wet, so it kind of does this like merging thing. There we go, pretty good. Maybe a little bit up there and a little bit there. And then you will need cobalt blue. This is that nice deep dark blue. You only need like a drop because it's very dark compared to the other colors. Nice. I did this one on the very outside. I did take my loop off the shell too. Or I didn't. I actually did it upside down, so forget I said that. Alright. Then I blew on it to make the paint go like that to follow throughout the lines. I'm going to try and do it from the side, or maybe I'll go like this, and maybe that'll be a good indicator. There we go. It's a little hard to do that. I'll do it this way.
That's some serious coloring with such a small detail area.
Yeah.
Are you just, by doing that, you're getting it to run more?
Yeah. It's like blending.
What if you had a little straw? A teeny straw you could like blow into and then it would get it right down next to the work? That would be cool.
I have a straw though. That's a good idea though. That is a really good idea because I don't have one of those.
You know, like
either.
a coffee straw.
So I just blow it,
one of those really small ones. Then you could completely direct the stuff.
I usually, when I'm doing stuff like this, when I'm blowing on the piece itself, I take my beetle and I stick it in the hole so my piece doesn't go all over the place.
Yeah.
That's really nice. I'll do that with my shell. There we go. Aww, cute. Your cats are making you feel better. My doggies are pretty good about doing that. I'm going to add a little bit more of this pale blue.
Look at that shell coming together.
There. And probably just a little bit there and a little bit there. And I'm going to take a paper towel. Thank you. I'm just going to pop some of those bubbles out. Where's my all here? I'm going to get just some of this color off my starfish. Which you can also do with your relief block, but I find that it's a little easy or to get it with some paper towels at times, as long as it's not completely dry yet. Pretty. And then relief block after that dries a little bit. But we're going to take our cutters here. And actually not the cutters. I keep thinking that I do that, but I don't need to do that. Alright, rivet. No cutters, just rivet. Bring it up. Get our steel bench block. There we go. Just in case, because I think the paint still might be a little bit wet on those. We need a rivet. Stick it through the seashell after you extend your hole with your bead awl. So bead awl, pressing through hole. To extend it. So I'm getting just a little paint on my fingers, not fully dry. And then after so you're gonna put the nice side. The nice side like that, so stick your rivet through. And then you're also probably gonna have to extend that. So extend the whole of your shell as well. I have to do that up here. Sorry. It's just easier for me to see, so I don't accidentally break the loop off if I'm not paying close enough attention to it under the camera. And I might just do a little bit with my hole punch here. Just to speed it up. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Perfecto. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so this is what we're looking like right now with our rivet. And then you take your little hammer, once again, rounded side. Push my shell down just a little bit there. I'm going to go over here a little bit just so I can ensure it's getting all the sides. You don't have to rivet this, by the way. You can do this connection with just a jump ring if you have a hard time riveting. So just jump ring these two together like that, and it still works. But I liked the way that it looked when it was riveted, so I riveted that. Take your hole punch. Find your center. So move your thing however you want it. And I punch back to front when it comes to DAP items. Dapped items.
Ouch.
Yeah. I am killing the animals here.
So Jean really likes this. She's her favorite. This is her favorite one of the day.
Oh, I think this. So I asked at the beginning what item was everybody's favorite, and they said these earrings.
Okay, yeah.
Because these were the ones that we had on the countdown preview. Like, look
can
at how
you roll over
those
those again for anybody who might join the finished ones? Do you have a finished?
This is the finished.
Oh, you're finished. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So super easy to make, but this was a lot of people's favorites. So those are the earring pair, and then we just made that out of these, which is pretty crazy to think that you can turn these into earrings like that. Where's that giveaway, Uncle Doug?
Let's show that again.
So we have this massive free giveaway, you guys. All you have to do is love the live. How crazy is that? Just love React the Live, and then you need to ensure that you have a purchase made by Monday before I merge the orders, and then we will ship this with your order. So you can spend $18, you can spend $20, and then this whole thing, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, minimums. Yeah. But all you have to do is love the live, and you're entered into the giveaway. Then we put all of your names into a spinny wheel. We show you the spinny wheel on the screen, and then the winner's the winner. So just love React. So crazy. Super easy. I mean, that's a big live. I'll go full screen here for a sec. Or a big offering of all these amazing DIY components. So crazy. Look at all those loves coming in. Beautiful. All right. But it's crazy that we literally just did these shell earrings and transformed them from this brass to this brass but beautifully colored.
Yeah, but I would say the same thing for your other seashell with the star. Look at your other pair.
I know.
There. Look
everybody loved these too.
Yeah, I love the colors. The coral is beautiful.
With the anchors.
Yeah. That's a nice transformation there.
Yeah. So, and that one has the resin on it, so it makes it look like it's more under the sea. And then we did this version with a little bit different of the paint colors. These jewelry paints, you guys, you need to get them.
Yeah.
They're so great for all metals. Even like antiquing your house, like if you want
your knobs,
your like doorknobs or anything this paint is perfect for metal. Metal jewelry, metal decor, wood, you name it.
Yeah, can we?
So pretty, look at that.
Cabinet knobs or dresser knobs or things like
Yeah.
that too. Right? All your brass stuff.
Yes. Okay, so let's do a quick overview. We're gonna do the look of what the jewelry looks like on, so you guys can see, and then we're gonna do that massive giveaway, and then we're gonna peace out for the weekend. Super excited. So let's get to that because we just finished our demo.
It looks like you got it on the beach, a little sandy,
right?
Even though it's metal, corroded metal.
It looks so good there.
Yeah.
Okay, taking the phone down, switching views. Big time Corian. Haha. Cool beans. So I like to put you guys down here so it's a little bit easier to show you guys what this stuff looks like on. Alright. This is a favorite. So this is the long version of the Dragonfly. I have to take this off too. But this was a favorite a while ago, so that's why I wanted to do it again. Like, the fact that you guys can make these. And you can seriously sit here and follow along with the lives. We spoil you guys. How beautiful is that? That is such a pretty design. I love it. That was a really good one. This one I didn't put a clasp on because it's got that super long chain that you don't need to have a clasp on it. But these ones I did. So this is the Dragonfly one that doesn't have the additional dangles to it. This is a really good one. Very flattering. This is that Swarovski crystal with that natural brass dragonfly that's wrapped around it. With that it's topaz. And this is what I meant by this one hanging horizontally. So this dragonfly is also wrapped with wrapped around Swarovski crystal. This dragonfly crystal's huge, but it's perfect. It's a nice heavyweight. Get it the right way. So bad with this backwards camera stuff. Okay, this way. There. So pretty horizontal. I love it. And it's got just that nice sheen. Beautiful, beautiful. I know this was also another favorite. This was more of like our beachy feel. So if you're gonna going to the beach anytime soon, or going anywhere where there's a body of water, you guys are gonna love this.
Flooded parking lot,
Yeah. Where you can find your turtles. That one's stunning though. This big pewter piece sold out. So, good on you guys for grabbing that before it sold out. And then we have this really pretty, like, summery choker. Especially if you're religious. This is a really, really good one for you guys. It's a nice size chain. And the fact that you guys can make these so easy. Just following along on the live, learning new techniques, shopping the sale. So vintageliveshop.com, the warehouse sale tab, you guys can find all of your DIY components there. And then I have all of the design inspiration photographed as well. So this one's very pretty. Love it. It's like the perfect choker. And these little charms are the perfect size too. The little crosses. And then those circles, they're little hope circles. So they say hope on them. Like this. I don't know if it'll...
Oh, that is pretty. It's a choker, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, well, I just froze on a very ugly picture of my face. Ew. I knew Lisa would like the choker for sure with the crosses. I know you're a big cross lady. There we go. Why does it do that? I hate it when it fuzzes out like that. Because I wanted to show you like this. How they're spaced out. There we go. Sorta. What the heck?
It's coming back, maybe.
Yeah. Okay, well, you guys get the point. I think maybe too many people loved the live right away, and it kind of like...
I did notice it when the loves were flowing in, and then...
Yeah. So that one's super pretty. Hopefully the connection goes back. I feel like too many people were loving the live, and it just kind of messed Facebook up. Okay, this one is one of my favorites of today. I really, really love this one. For the lives and the demos, so Facebook is where you're going to find those, but vintageliveshop.com, you'll see all of the product listings, all of the inspiration, pictures, sizes.
Yeah, you probably should mention the...
oh, I freaking love it!
You should mention the Backstage Pass again, too, because that's where they can get the points and the master classes. And
so the Backstage Pass, actually... I'm going to bring that up because it's hard for me to remember. So the Backstage Pass is $35 a month. I just can't get over this stinking necklace. I'm going to say Netflix. Yeah. Okay, so you get exclusive classes. So we do free Facebook demos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thursdays, we do master classes. So these are a little bit more in depth. These are curated specifically for our subscription ladies. $35 a month for those subscriptions. You get 2 times the rewards points. You get the monthly stash shipment, which is the stuff that I pick out, and then I also, on the first Thursday of the month, I take those items that I'm sending you and create finished jewelry out of them, and then show you guys how to do that. And then you also get the other Thursdays, whether it's going to be Wendy or Jean or Ainsley, you get 4 classes a month. That's right, Peggy. So 2 times the rewards points. So it's definitely worth it just for the rewards points. So technically your stash is free at that point. But it'll always be $50 or higher for the value, the retail value of the stashes. I really like this one a lot, though. I think I might take this one home too. There's not much jewelry that I am actually like taking home with me.
You should take a really quick tour on some of your past jewelry just to show
goodness.
Volume of jewelry here that's on display.
Yeah, it's crazy. I think like one of the first things I took home was that leaf necklace and those leaf earrings for the wedding.
Carrie's saying, don't forget YouTube, meaning are the things on,
Oh.
You can watch this on YouTube,
you can watch this on YouTube.
But I'm not sure. The master classes, is that done on YouTube or is that done on... No, that's not on Facebook.
Yeah,
it's on a private Facebook group.
They get posted.
Yeah. Once you join the Backstage club, then you get whitelisted for the private master classes. So these are
those shell earrings. Very flattering size. Love those. These are the anchor shell earrings.
That's my favorite color combination there.
The pink and the blue.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Yeah. So those are stunning. I still can't look at that one though.
Man, that's crazy.
This is that
Debbie's
purple
asking, do you have a list that shows where to go to see everything if you belong to the master class? Do we have like a posted schedule for our lives?
I'll let Jean answer that one.
Yeah, if Jean's on, maybe you could do that, or anybody else from the group. Thanks, Peggy. Doing master classes. So, yeah.
It's really simple. You get 4 classes a month, you get 2 times the rewards points, and then you get a stash shipment.
Okay, here's Lisa saying, so yesterday, and sorry that we don't know this because we don't do this portion of it, But the masterclass yesterday was on a private YouTube channel in addition to our website. So you would get invited to that private channel. I'm presuming how that works.
There's a private Facebook group for them too.
Lots of interest happening there. Yeah, thanks, Carrie. Yeah, we'll talk to Jean about that and see what ways we can market it and push it.
This is that turtle bracelet with my smashed turtle.
So all the masterclass videos are on the YouTube channel. I'm guessing what Lisa's saying.
Not all of them. We just started doing them, and they're private.
Right.
So you have to be a subscription.
You have to be on it to get it, yeah.
Yes, they're also on the website if you need them. You have to be logged into your account, or else you can't get to it. So you have to be logged into your account. You can go to the masterclass library, and then it has all of the videos listed for you. It will not show up if you're not signed into your account and if you're not a subscription holder. And then we also do the monthly loot subscription, which
for
Ainsley,
warehouse loot, right?
Yes, Ainsley designs. I pick out the items, and then Ainsley designs Ainsley and Jean both design the finished stuff for that one, which last week's was crazy. Yeah. It was so beautiful.
Is that how do you sign up for the loot? Is that through
warehouse?
Warehouse as well?
It's a drop down. Okay. I think this is my last earring. Here, I'll show you the Northern Lights ones again, since I have them out.
No, Christine, we haven't done it yet. Getting ready for that.
I really like these a lot. So that's that. And then I wanted to show the ladies what the starfish one looked like that sold out within half an hour of listing it.
So we're noticing that a lot of you gals are catching on to the idea of getting into the warehouse site ahead of the lives that we do, because some of these are starting to sell out early. So get in there before we start our lives to make sure that you get a shot at it. Some of these are very limited in quantity.
So stunning.
Why don't you take a walk over, just a real quick one to show your little grouping of stuff. Just a sec.
Okay.
It's so beautiful.
Yes.
Okay. And this is a sampling of what you can make as you watch these lives every week. Seriously.
Want to know
it's crazy how much
junk it's not even junk, but I'm just saying that, like, so almost every single earring thing is doubled up. So there's like 2 pairs on this one, 2 pairs on that one, 2 pairs, 2 pairs, 2 pairs. There's like 5 necklaces on each of these.
It's quite a body of work.
Bracelets, earrings.
This is all from the lives.
Necklaces. I'm talking a little bit louder because I took the wrong device.
Oh.
But these are all necklaces I've done. This is just from live stuff, you guys. These. Like this. All of these that are also tripled and quadrupled, doubled up. And then I have a lot more in my office too. But that's just the magnitude of jewelry that
I need to see everything, here. Please.
It's crazy.
Yeah, just go back through this. You can't see it. We just can't show in detail. But if you go back in the history and look at some of the watch the lives,
there's so many.
Get good ideas of what you can do.
Well, the lives delete.
Oh, they do. Okay.
What my plan is, so I have photographed generally everything that I have made. So we are going to be working on a gallery specific to warehouse stuff that's on the warehouse site that has all of the pictures, or like at least one or two of each of my designs that I've done during the warehouse lives, and then those will all be on like a separate page thing.
I think it's just a wood board.
Oh, it's just a charm board, not a cigar box. I know what those look like though, and it's pretty close. Because I bought Ian a cigar box for Christmas like 2 years ago, I think it was. But yeah, so there's just a whole ton of. I keep looking at this dang necklace. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, I know there's so much jewelry that I have here that I just keep piling up, and that's why I say like and if you spend $100 on the site now,
auction time, yeah,
you
that's
get
not a bad
like
idea.
These little cutesy things that we've made, because I just can't have this much inventory.
I wonder how you could do a silent auction on some things. And it's a good idea, Carrie. Well, I wonder how you could do maybe a silent auction. We'll have to look into that.
Aww.
Maybe they have an add-in or something for
these
Shopify.
Ones, I'm saving these to sell them myself.
Oh,
for myself, because Mackie,
that's smart.
Mackie sells hers, Jean sells hers, Wendy sells hers. So I was thinking I should sell mine, but I just don't quite have the time after work to go through and list them on an Etsy or anything. No, but like
the auction could still be yours. You know what I'm saying? It's your stuff. You could just auction, put them up for auction.
Right.
All right.
Okay.
Should we
Time for giveaway?
Give another preview on this thing, or
yep.
Let's go one last preview. Get your loves in.
Mm-hmm.
Get your loves in, and
it's gotta flip this way. There we go. Wish it wasn't so blurry. They sell them on their Etsys. Sometimes I know they sell their finished stuff on their Vintage Idaho live shop. I think they sell some of their finished things for a little bit more than just the kit.
All right, Blenda, you have to do loving of the live, not a comment, but you have to actually love the live down below.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what this thing here.
Yep.
Right?
So that reaction. So if you were to like the Facebook video, instead of liking it, you need to love it.
You have to love it.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Oops.
All right, we're going to give that about 30 seconds. And then we will get all of your names loaded into the spinny wheel. Look at how cute this is.
I know.
Hold on. This one's really cute.
It's a little butterfly, isn't it?
This so little small. Cute, teeny tiny butterfly crystal. This black one. I think that's crazy. That is Swarovski. That's beautiful. I really love that. It's so cute. Yay!
Okay, Rosie Sawyer again. I'm seeing Rosie and Christine. I see you doing hearting as a comment, but you got to do the love down below.
Well, if they overdo it, they'll get flagged. So they just have to.
One time. All you need is one time in there, but make sure you got that. All right, let's do our last refresh on this. Get our refresh in. And go to our loves.
You have a 1 in 37 chance out of the loves.
Got all of them?
Looks like it. And anybody can win this one. The big one.
Right. This is not limited to the twice in one day thing, I'm thinking. All right, are we ready for a full screen here?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, see the wheel go round and round? We haven't spun it yet. So everybody's name is listed here. And are we ready to spin?
Spin
Corey?
away.
Spin.
lucky, Missy. Good thing I said that you didn't have to.
I think that somehow everybody's going to think this is rigged.
Oh, the computer's picking.
Watch, I'll spin it. I'm not going to choose another winner again,
Okay.
but if I were to spin it again, it's not going to land on Monica, right?
No, better
not. If it lands on Monica, we're going to see maybe she's paying, No,
yeah,
see. Yeah, so it's someone else. So just to know.
It's
definitely
not rigged.
It's not rigged, just so that you know.
You can go back to the comments there so we can see.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness. So funny. Well, I don't know if Monica's still in here, but I'm sure she'll see that. She'll be like,
I shouldn't have left.
She's like, I'm lucky now. I think it was her saying,
right.
like, I never win anything. Right,
that was karma. She's like, I never win anything. And all of a sudden, like, she wins twice now.
Oh, look, she's so funny.
me, with her fingers crossed. Okay, that's the tip of the day. Me.
Yeah. Okay, everybody. You gotta go like this and go me. So funny. Gosh. Okay. So all of these goodies will be shipping Monday, Tuesday. The lots, our little kit winners will be getting their stuff shipped in their orders as well. Thanks for hanging out today, you guys. It was super fun. We went through a lot of different things, but, I think it went super smooth for the most part. Wasn't too bad on the stopping and starting aspect, so that's really great. Here's that ring again. That little band. Pretty. Oh, good. She goes, holy cow, I was really hoping for this one. I love it. It is really beautiful. There's some really beautiful aged copper in there, too. So, don't forget, if you spend $100, then you will be getting a little free pendant thing that was made during this live or a previous live. See, we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things just from this live. So you can imagine it adds up pretty quick. So only $100 to get a little free gifty gift in your order. So you guys are amazing. It was so fun today. Super informative and so beautiful. I am loving these antiques, you guys. These antique paints are doing so great. Magical things. Like, that's crazy. All right. So we got to go hang out for the weekend. What are you doing this weekend?
Painting.
Painting?
Yes. The walls are painted halfway up all the way around the house.
Oh, geez, for real?
For real. That's how she does it. She says, I know he won't be able to stand it if I just do this, so she paints it halfway up.
That's so funny.
So I got to go cut around all the ceilings. Yeah, cut all the ceilings in and paint
That's
it down.
the way to do it.
And it's cathedral, so I'm up on the ladder. Not fun. Be careful. I hate painting, but I love my wife.
Well, yes, but be careful on a ladder specifically.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. We will see you next week. Don't forget about, I think they're still doing a live on Monday. I don't think it's a special holiday or anything. Nope. And then Stash ships on Monday or Tuesday. So probably with your warehouse orders, which I actually need to get on that on Monday. And then next Thursday is the Stash review. So you guys will be seeing me quite a bit. All right. We will see you next